good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So Larsa Pippen has spilled some tea, you guys. She was on a podcast with Hollywood Raw, and she basically blames Kanye West for the fallout she had with the Kardashians. She also feels like Kanye West has brainwashed the entire Kardashian family and that she doesn't understand what she did wrong. So she definitely spills a lot of tea. She even mentions about how she was accused of flirting with Travis Scott and that she was also accused of being with Tristan, but she did clear that rumor up and stated that she was seeing Tristan, but that was way before Khloe started dating him. But she also says that Khloe started dating him like 10 days after she saw him with Larsa. So that is interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and play some of the clips from the podcast so you guys can go ahead and hear what Larsa had to say.
How did you meet the Kardashians?
I met Kim through one of my best friends, Lauren Ridinger, who lives in Miami. Kim and I exchanged numbers, and then she came to Chicago, and she texted me and said, hey, I'm coming to Chicago. Can we hang out or whatever? And I was like, yeah. So that was our first time hanging out. And then I remember that night we went and met with Kanye, and they kind of were like, just friends at that time. And then that's kind of how we met. Obviously had her show when I knew her, but she wasn't like what she is today. You know what I mean? And I was married to Scotty, who was like, he was like the second biggest basketball player in the world. So I already lived that life. And when Kim was hanging out with me, like, I was married to the superstar. She was a single girl. Like, she would come to our houses and we would talk about like who I could set her up with as far as like, guys on the team and stuff like that. So it's interesting to see how how amazing they are and how great and how big they've gotten. Yeah.
When you hang out with them, is there any unwritten rules?
I don't know. I've never I don't know. Not with me. I don't know. Like I said, I've known them for so long that I was there like throughout the whole thing. So it's never like, oh, don't do this or don't do that. Like we were like we were literally best friends. Like I was there the day she had North. I was there when she found out she was pregnant. I was there when I basically, Kanye saw me at a game and said, hey, I want to be with her. And I called her when she was engaged to Chris Humphries and was like, you can't marry Chris. You got to be with Kanye. Like I was there throughout the whole thing. So for me, I basically she basically was there for me through all my stuff. And I was there with her through all her stuff. So we clearly have a different type of relationship.
We saw you guys inseparable. And since April, a lot of people have been speculating, pointing out the fact that they don't see you and the Kardashians hanging out. They saw that you guys unfollowed each other and on social media. And I don't know who has the time to go and see who's following who and who unfollows who. But nonetheless, there's been a lot of stories. And I think a lot of people are wondering, what happened? Can you fill us in on why you're not hanging out with them anymore?
You guys I don't even know. I just feel like Kanye was in a place where he really didn't trust anyone with Kim. So I feel like I was the person that was like, oh, don't be so close to her because you're so close to her that, that kind of had something to do with it.
Have you reached out to her at all to be like, hey, what's going on? Can we hang out?
A little bit, but I also feel like my personality is the kind of person I want you to be great. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the trouble in your relationship. If your husband feels threatened by my relationship with you, then I don't want to be that person. I've got my own shit. I don't want to be that person. Let him feel really comfortable, really secure if I'm not in the picture and just see what happens. Normally when people put themselves in that situation, they think it's the other person's fault or whatever when you have issues.
How did you feel? Who was the first person she unfollowed you? When did that happen? How'd you feel when that happened?
How did I feel? I didn't feel any type of way because I just kind of felt do what's best for your family, I love you. You and I are best friends. We've been through everything together. I would never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. We're sisters, we're family. But if you have to unfollow me to make your home a better place, then do it.
Do you have a bad run-in with Kanye? I guess I just don't understand why he would say don't hang out with this person or unfollow this person.
We always had a great relationship. I don't know, when people are not happy, when people are trying to figure out their own shit, I feel like they want to put pressure and blame other people for their situation. And I've seen that happen so much that it's I get it. You know what I mean? I understand. I get it. Is it hurtful? 1000%. It's hurtful that people think like I hooked up, like I'm trying to ruin like Chloe's life. I'm like, dude, I would never do that. Like, you know, that's not even my personality. My personality is all about love and support, and I've been there and I've supported them through everything. So if Kanye feels like Kim and, you know, him are better without me, then let them be without me. I'm okay with that. I have do I look like I'm suffering? Do I look like I'm in pain? I'm okay. I will survive. Was it hurtful? Yes. But do I have love from a lot of other places? Yes. So this shall pass too.
Okay, but why Chloe and Courtney too? Because that's separate.
Because he literally has brainwashed the whole family into thinking that, like, I don't even know what. I don't even know. You know, I don't know.
None of them gave you a reason.
No, I swear I don't even know. Like, I know that, like, and like a lot of people know this and a lot of people don't, but he talked so much about me being this and that and this and that. And I feel like I ran into Travis Scott one night at a club, and Travis called Kylie and said that I was hitting on him. And that never happened.
Yeah.
So then that was like, oh, well, Kanye says she's this, and then she was hitting on Travis, and I'm like, by the way, that never happened. I came and left with the same people I came with. That never freaking happened. Like, was he delusional? Because I know he raps about him being the highest in the fucking room. So clearly maybe he was the highest in the fucking room. He imagined all this shit because it never happened.
Yeah.
You know, like, I would never do that. I would never in a billion years do that.
So do you feel that he's brainwashing the family to think that you're trying to ruin relationships that they're in? Like, I'm just trying to get to what he would tell them. I honestly don't even know. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't know. He used to call me at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was like the person that would take his calls at 4, 5, and 6 in the morning when he wanted to rant. And I would listen to him, and I would be like, I love you. You're the best. Like, things will get better. Like, I was his go-to person to call when he wasn't happy with X, Y, and Z. How that turned, maybe because, you know, I blocked him on my phone because I just couldn't bear taking his calls anymore. I was just like, I can't, I'm drained. So I blocked him on my phone. So he, obviously that really upset him. So then he turned that into like, oh, she's this and she's that. And then like, they all started to like ride his wave of I'm this or I'm that, which, I mean, if you're that easily swayed like the wind, then like, do I really give a fuck? Should I give a fuck? I don't know. Well, I kind of was seeing Tristan before Chloe or any of them even knew he existed. I was seeing him. I had him come to LA. I brought him to a party Kim had. I introduced him to all of them. And then a week later, maybe 10 days later, he started seeing Chloe, which is fine. I don't even care. You know, it's just whatever. Like, I don't care. I'm the type of person, I don't chase what's not for me. I will never chase a man. I will never like put a leash on a man. I don't do that. I feel like, let you be great, you know, and if you want to be other people, go ahead. I don't, you know, I'm great by myself.
Did Chloe know you were seeing Tristan or dating him?
Yeah, I'm sure she knew. Yeah, I'm sure she knew. I brought him to an event, you know, one of Kim's events. Yeah.
But you guys weren't like exclusive or anything. It was just like, hey, just having a good time.
Yeah, we were just.
So you're in the middle of everything. You know Tristan well, you know the Kardashians well, you see the whole drama go down with Tristan and Chloe the first time. What are your thoughts on them being back together now?
I mean, I love them together. I feel like they have a beautiful baby together and they need to work it out. And, you know, if they love each other, then God bless, you know. I think when you have a family with someone, it's really hard to like break up. You know, it's like you do everything in order to keep, you know, your kids home, you know, together and happy. And I applaud them for working things out. I did that with my relationship with Scotty so many times. I always like, when things are really bad, I was like, I would just think about my kids and I would just pray on it and be like, I have to do what's best for my family. Like, put myself like all the way in the back of the line and just help, you know, help raise my kids the right way with, you know, a loving home. So I think it's great that they're trying to work on their relationship. I'm really proud of them, and I applaud them.
Beyond the first time you had a relationship with him, there was never a second time. That was it?
Oh, yeah, no. But it's funny how people think like I'm the most honest person in the world. Like, trust me, I would never lie about something like that. No, I knew him before Chloe even knew he existed.